Anthony Smith, you fought in Brazil before, 5 years ago. So I have good news for you. This arena in Belém has air conditioning. So
yeah, man. When we were in Fortaleza, the arena was so hot. It was like it was the hottest place I've ever been. It was crazy.
Is that something you thought about? You go to find out if the arena actually is not going to be an oven and just like the other arena?
No, I never really thought about it too much. You know, I at the time when we were in Fortaleza, no one ever said anything about the air conditioning or anything like that. So at least now I knew what to expect as far as the humidity and the heat. But I'm not too worried about it.
Is Belém as hot as Fortaleza was? I think it's better. How do you compare?
I think the temperature was probably higher in Fortaleza, but the humidity is a lot higher here. So it's a little bit different.
Brazilians went 7-0 against non-Brazilians that night. Do you think that the weather could impact the non-Brazilians, affected them on fight night?
You know, I don't think it was as much the weather as much as it was the experience and the crowd in the city. In Fortaleza, the fans were really, really intense, you know, and they were really, you know, which is cool, you know, they were really strong for the Brazilians, and it was a really hostile environment to walk into, you know, and that was my first time ever having to do it. So if it's going to be anything like that here, I'm prepared for it, but I don't think it is. You know, so far I've had a pretty warm welcome from the fans.
You're 4-1 since coming back to the UFC. Do you think you're better prepared now to fight at this level compared to where you were in your career back then?
Absolutely. I was young. You know, I was young. Maybe I wasn't ready at that time for that kind of a challenge, but I'm here now and I'm ready to roll. You know, I'm ready for the top guys and in their home countries. You know, it's all the same when you get in the cage, and I'm old enough to realize that now. So I'm excited.
You're fighting Thiago Santos. You are both coming off 3 knockouts. Do you expect to get the number 4 now?
I do, man. I just think that I'm coming into my own, and that's not to take anything away from Thiago. Me and him don't have any problems, but you know, he's been in this organization a long time, and I think it's my time now. You know, I think he's had his chance.
I spoke with Thiago, and he talks a lot about your heart, that you keep getting punched and keep coming back to win. Do you think that he's tougher than the fighters that you just fought in the street fight winning streak? Hector Lombard is a veteran, but he's not in his prime anymore when you fought him. Do you think he's tougher compared to them?
Do I think Thiago's different? Yeah. I do, man. I do. I think he's more powerful than Hector, and I think that he's younger, he's faster, he's stronger. But nobody fights me the same way they fight everybody else, you know. And so when you watch me fight, I think it's real easy to find the holes and the places that you think you can do well. And when you're in front of me, you find out it's not the case. I have a lot of respect for Thiago and the things that he's done in the UFC, but that doesn't mean that I don't think I'm going to take him out on Saturday night.
You posted on social media that every battle is won before it's ever fought. Do you think you already beat him?
I do. I think so, because if he's already talking about my heart, that means he's already worried about it. It means he's already worried, you know, can I finish him? Can I hang with him the whole time? It tells me he's already thinking about it. So Thiago has a good poker face, and you know, he looks prepared, he looks confident, but you know, that's in here in the media room, that's not in the cage, you know.
You also posted a nice story about your daughter and how important she is for you, saving your life. How was your life before you became a father?
I got 3 daughters now, and you know, my life has a purpose. They're my motivation. You know, they're the reason that I need to be successful. So when things get tough and training sucks and the weight cut sucks, that's what I think back to. They deserve it. You know, this isn't about me. You know, this is about winning a world title to give them everything that they deserve.
Did your life change the moment you knew you would become a father, or seeing them for the first time? How was this process?
It didn't really change for me until she was born. You know, they say moms become moms when they're pregnant, and dads become dads when they see their baby. And that's kind of how it was. Like, I didn't quite understand it, you know, and I was pretty young when my first daughter was born. So once she was born, my whole life changed.
Does she watch your fights, or you don't let her watch live on TV? Or
Yeah, they watch on TV. I let them watch. Some people don't do that and let their children watch the fights and stuff like that, but it's what their dad does. You know, it's my job. So I'd like them to understand it now, and they love watching me fight.
how would you react seeing one day, 15 years later, she tells you she wants to become a fighter as well?
Ah, man, I don't know. I don't know. They always say, my older two say that they want to fight, and I always tell them, Daddy fights so they don't have to. So if that's what they want to do, that's what they want to do. So I'll support it, but I'll try to push them in the other direction.